Did you know you could sign your friends up to be visited by Jehovah's Witnesses? I didn't until today.
Of course, I in no way endorse you doing this to any of your friends. I want to make sure that this disclaimer is clear to all of my people who are watching me, that in no way would I support you doing something like this, especially to your friends who may be of the Gen X era and have a rather sick sense of humor like you do. And since I don't endorse this, I definitely would not ask for you to set up a camera in a secret location to record all of the events that would unfold, because you're not doing this anyway. And again, I don't endorse this. But if you were to post this video on the internet, please tag me in it, just so I can see what I don't support and all the reasons why you shouldn't do this. Thank you.
Jesus is coming!
I beg your pardon, bloody dirty filthy bugger.
The President of the People's Republic of China.
He looks just like Winnie the Pooh.
This is England and we're a Christian country. Everyone else who's coming into it wants to change it to their shithole third world country.
We're never going to get our country back, but we're going to fight for it.
How much do you think the average American makes a year?
Maybe like 400K, 450.
Wait, how much?
I think the average American makes a year.
I don't know, maybe like 500,000.
Is it just me, or does anyone else want to live in their particular imaginary world?
Average American makes a year.
200,000? 250,000?
The level of absolute privilege that some of these individuals must live in just boggles the mind. But what I really would have want to have seen is any of their particular reactions when they were told what the actual average American income really is. Because as of 2023, the average American income is $56,900 and some dollars. That's quite a ways off from even the lowest estimate that any of them had. Of what?
Average American makes a year.
90 to 100K?
Yes, that was the lowest estimate. They're in for a rude awakening.
Hello, I'm Matt.
Yeah, hello Matt, I'm Evil Vincenzo, nice to meet you. Well, I hope you're having a good day, take care and have fun. And enjoy building whatever you are building.
Pat in his black and white hat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat.
Listen, mate, I'm not going to ask you. Turn it off. I've had it up to here with you. This is a stressful job. You followed me from down there. I've walked all the way around the neighbourhood and you just turn it off.
And it's black and white.
Are you the type of person that's fed up with not having that Mediterranean look? Well, now you can with new D10 Mediterranean Spray, the new stuff. Excuse me, sir.
Hi.
Would you like to try new D10 Mediterranean Spray?
What does it do?
It gives you an all-over tan.
Yes,
No
mate.
more white bits or anything. It's a full spray-on tan.
Thank you.
Give it a whirl. In minutes, the new D10 Mediterranean Spray look will be absolutely beautiful all over tan. Excuse me, sir. Did it work?
What, bloody? Look at me. You make me a pocket.
Oh, shit! It didn't work. God, I'm off. Sorry, sir.
I have to go back to Bradford now.
Oh, shit! We've overdone it. We've overdone it with the D10.
Look at me, right?
Roses are red. The Pakistanis say salam, but the Mandam say
Wagwan, Taliban, wagwan.
Ah! That's a war face! Now let me see your war face!
Look everybody, a tartan curtain! Let's see what's behind it. Oh no, it's an arse! Look everybody, another tartan curtain! Let's see what's behind it. Oh no, it's another arse!
Protests by Just Stop Oil have cost the taxpayer £7.7 million in just 13 weeks. The Metropolitan Police today announced the huge cost of monitoring the 515 protests carried out across London by the environmentalist group since April. More than 270 activists were arrested, while 150 officers were taken away from community policing to keep an eye on the group on each day that they were active. A Met chief has also accused Just Stop Oil organisers of adding pressure to resources for not communicating with police plans for slow marches and disruptions.
Don't want you here!
Guys, can you move along for me, please? Move along, come on. Can you move along for me, please? Because we don't want you here.
We don't want you here! We don't want you here! We don't want you here!
We're allowed to. We're allowed to shout. It's freedom of speech. I paid my respect.
Come on, off you go, guys. Come on, I'm asking nicely. Can you move off for us, please? Come on, off you go. Come on, off you go.
Why do you want us to move off?
Because you're shouting abuse.
We're not shouting abuse.
You really don't want you here.
Who's shouting abuse? No one's shouting abuse. We don't want you here. We don't want you here. We don't want you here.
Come on, we don't want you here. Come on.
Jesus Christ, global warming's getting out of hand. It's now burning stuff inside shops. Nah, I'm only joking. Looks like someone's decided to set it on fire for some apparent reason. Someone with a bit of, someone that wants to do a bit of arson. Which means set things on fire for some apparent reason. I don't know why. But why would some idiot do that for? I don't know. Makes no bloody sense. But it's definitely not global warming, I can tell you that. Well, to answer your question, I'll do it for nothing. Just for the fun of it. I don't see why not, it'd be hilarious. You can't park there, mate.
I owed him up.
Hey, are these your drawings?
What? No,
Oh,
no.
good.
Who started racism? Yo, Fax, I always want to know who started racism, man.
Who is this twat? He's a cunt, he's a cunt. He's a C-U-N-T cunt. With his broken teeth and his ugly face, he's a male dictator that's out of place. He slid with the granny and bite their fanny, wears trousers back to front. And he farts, sucks cocks, and he's riddled with pox, cause basically he's a cunt.
Nuevo DeLorean.
Come here. What's this? Watch what happens when you swipe. Okay, ready? Stand back. The Goldwing doors are back, and this is called the Alpha 5. It's coming in 2024. It's like the original. Now, what's this? The light bars go on all down here, and then this V continues down into these lights right here. What is this, guys? Right, down the back. Got the same.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
This right here is my favorite thing, ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Who is this twat? He's a cunt, he's a cunt.
Look at the size of that fucker.
Oh, what we got here now? Oh no, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh, now this is interesting. This is kids. This is called an LP, a long player. This one's by Gary Glitter. Now Gary should really just stay in there. Gary Glitter. This is what's this? Jim fixed it. No, he didn't. Jim did not fix it for anybody. Jim. And this is it's a knockout annual. There's a boy who did the commentary, laughing all the time. What was he called? Stuart somebody. Stuart. Oh, I can't even remember. What was this called? What was this called? It was a stylophone. Stylophone. And it was advertised by the boy with a hard time. He can't. Yeah, there must be something in here. There must be something that's not connected to some heinous crime or some. Oh, it is! Oh, cremola foam! Oh!
If I ever find one of these lying around again, I swear to fucking God, I will stop being so polite. Get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish you.
Now I'm running away from the scariest thing you can possibly think of. Oh my God!
So, last week, a Facebook friend of mine said that he'd never listened to Slipknot. I said, what? But actually not too sure if I know a Slipknot song. So I did say that I was going to put it on my listen list. I haven't done, and as I'm this way out, I thought I might as well do a video of it. So I've put on to my Spotify. Other music players are available, and oh god, just the look of the band looks scary. I'm going to press play. We'll see what my reaction is, eh? Sounds a bit like I'd expect. I don't think this has been... I don't know what... Can I say I've listened to enough of this already? Can I skip? Right, no. Oh. Oh god, I think I was actually sick in my mouth. Oh god. Maybe I'm just listening to the wrong songs. Oh, I feel like I'm just being rude because, you know, for other people this might be alright, but... I don't know if I can take any more. One more song. No. No. No, I can't cope anymore. They're probably really good musicians, know what they're doing with the music, and for the people that like that sort of music, banging. It's not for me. It's not for me. I'm sorry, it's not for me.
Okay, so who do I look like then? What? E.T.? I'm no weird bloody alien. What the hell?
Why being single is better. This is more just to convince myself. I get to keep my own clothes, which doesn't exactly sound like a victory. The bar is incredibly low. But they are mine, so it would make sense for me to own them still. I don't sort of see my mum walking around in my hoodie. Mum, are you wearing my jeans? Oh, can you tell? Well, you've not got a belt on. They're by your ankles. I get to spend less money. Granted, Valentine's is a sad affair, but the bank account is looking... Well, it's not looking pretty, but it's not empty. I was like, you want another present? I gave you one last year. That makes sense, actually. You get to meet less people who judge you. Meeting the parents, the mouth says hello and the eyes say, why are you here? This is made worse by the fact that basic questions just reveal I'm a boring person. So what hobbies do you have? Well, what do I do? There's less repercussions. Oh, I've tripped up, I've made myself look like a right tit. Do you realise how that makes me look? What? Did we both trip up? If I'm single and I don't know if I've done something wrong, I just carry on with my day. If I've got a girlfriend... You seriously don't know why I'm upset? Give me an idea. One word. Oh, you're swearing at me.
This is why you don't buy an electric car. This is the queue just to get in the charging bays, and how long is it going to take for them to charge? Blocking up the whole sodding service station now.
The British public are sick and tired
of left-wing people.
Ha 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 ha.
But you're waiting for like a house, somewhere to live?
Yes.
And they're not paying for their own food. This is all courtesy of the British taxpayer.
Yes. People of Belfast and Northern Ireland are suffering in poverty. Heating bills, can't afford to heat their houses, can't afford to feed their children, and look at that, it's an absolute disgrace.
You see, this is what we get, the gratitude for putting these people up, paying for them, we get the middle finger. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
What country you come from? Oh, okay. We're being polite. We're being very friendly. We're only here to film. We're in South Belfast, just down the road from another migrant hotel, the Ibis. As you can see, huge hotel, every single room been funded by the British taxpayer to hold illegal migrants. We're not doing anything wrong, we're just filming. Just a quick question, what country are you from?
From Syria.
Syria, okay.
No need.
Are you staying at the hotel?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you waiting for a house or somewhere?
What?
You waiting for a house, like somewhere to live?
Yes, man, I don't speak English, I speak local.
Oh no, yeah, they don't speak English that well. But you're waiting for like a house, somewhere to live?
Yes, I'm waiting for a house to live.
Okay, how long have you stayed here, by the way?
I come here for 2 days, and I stay for another hotel 3 months.
What's the name of that hotel?
Ibis Hotel.
What, pardon?
Ibis Hotel?
Ibis. Oh yeah, just down there.
Yes.
Okay.
And the city, yeah.
We're just standing outside the entrance here, and you see, this is what we get, the gratitude for putting these people up, paying for them, we get the middle finger. I mean, What kind of country are we that allows this? Hello, gentlemen. Are you staying at this hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What country are you from? No. Okay. This hotel is absolutely jam-packed. Like, compared to the hotels in England, this one is really, really buzzing with illegal migrants. There's so many here, as you can see. They've all entered the country illegally. They're all men. Every single last one of them are men. Working age, fighting age men, whatever you want to call them. They're all men. If I go down here, look, men. So many. I'll go here. They're all men. Every single one of them is men. Male. Every single last one of them is male. We go here, into the canteen area. They're all men. There's no women. There's no children. To say that these would be genuine refugees is ludicrous. No one can say that with a straight face. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hello, is that your bike?
Yeah,
that's a nice bike. Are you staying at this hotel?
Yeah.
All right, and you've got a bike, a mountain bike. Okay. What country are you from?
I'm from Eritrea.
Pardon?
From Eritrea. Eritrea.
Eritrea.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't understand. You're from? Just come to the left of the hotel here. You can see they're all having lunch at British taxpayer expense. We've got no problem, obviously, with human beings eating. Everyone has to, but they've come to this country uninvited. They've crossed the English Channel, broken our laws immediately, and they're not paying for their own food. This is all courtesy of the British taxpayer. We have 10,000 homeless veterans on the streets. It's just, as you can see, there's lots and lots and lots of them. We shouldn't be paying for this. They should be at least working and paying for it themselves. Just think this is, as you can see, it seems to be like dinner time. But it's just outrageous. Why should British taxpayers be expected to cough up for all of this for tens of thousands of these illegal migrants? It's just bizarre. No other country would bend over backwards like this. Davey, you've lived in Belfast all your life. You're an activist of Britain First. What do you think about the fact that we've seen at least 100 fighting age, working age men, no women, no children? What do you make of that?
Well, they've got to go back to their own country and fight for what it is. Britain and America and NATO went into Afghanistan to help those people, and the cards run away when we trained them up.
Yeah.
We give them the ammunition. What about our homeless, Paul?
Yeah.
You go up there with people on the street, no food, no nothing, no shelter, no heat.
Yeah.
Look at the meals these people are getting in here.
Yeah.
It's an absolute disgrace. The government is a disgrace, and we need to start putting our own people back.
And it's British taxpayers, people like you and so on, that are paying for this.
Why can't we put the homeless in these hotels and put these people on the street and see how they like it?
Exactly, I agree with you 100%.
Absolute disgrace with the people of Belfast and Northern Ireland are suffering in poverty. Heating bills, can't afford to heat their houses, can't afford to feed their children, and look at that, it's an absolute disgrace.
We've taken the country now, fuck off.
Send it to him. I don't get this, Faye. It says plant-based tomato soup. What the fuck was it before? Is a tomato not a plant? Well, some people say it's a fruit, don't they? But even so, plant-based? What were they fucking putting in it before? Fucking knobs.
These people come in, they're getting money, they're getting their housing, they're getting everything. We don't need it. We need charity begins at home, in my view.
Wow, look at all these vegetables. There's a lot in this aisle. Get it?
I thought you would have went to the candy aisle, fat boy.
What does a burnt pizza, a pregnant woman, and a frozen beer all have in common?
What does a burnt pizza, pregnant woman, and a frozen beer have in common? I don't know.
That some idiot forgot to pull it out in time.
Hey there, kid. What you doing?
What would you do if this happened to your car?
Hey!
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Mauricio, I can't move it anymore.
Truth has become a right-wing concept. You cannot say it because if you say it, you are considered right-wing. And to be right-wing is to be in league with the forces of evil education. It was turned from being the transmission of a culture down through the generations into the overturning of a culture. On the basis of the culture was illegitimate, racist, colonialist, and all the rest of it. And we are where we are, so knowledge and wisdom are increasingly unacquainted.
I used to be so fucking happy. I used to be happy. I don't know what's wrong with myself. I used to be so pure-hearted. That all changed, and I became quiet, unhappy, tired all the fucking time. I don't want to socialise. I stay in bed all day when I can, in sleep, to block out reality. I use music as a way to escape, but it doesn't really fucking work, it just helps. You know, I envy people that are happy. I've got a family that doesn't really fucking family, and when they do, I feel like the fucking black sheep. I wish I was someone else. I wish I was happy. I've got a short attention span. I zone out a lot. I used to want to go out all the fucking time, but now all I want to do is stay home, locked up in my room, sleeping, watching movies and listening to music. I'm starting to fucking hate myself. I overthink everything. Every fucking thing. And this smile that I put on is so fucking fake. Deep down inside, I am slowly fucking giving up. I don't know what to do or how to express myself.
Well, I've come shopping to a very large Tesco's just there. It's in Ilford, which is in East London, and I bought 10 selected items. Let's just have a look at the price. £3 bag of flour, 31 pence. Half a dozen eggs, they're Class A, 22.5 pence. What's this? 4 beef burgers. Find the price ticket, 49. A large Tetley tea bags, 68 pence. £2 of granulated sugar, 26. Some instant mashed potato, medium-sized packet, 17. Here is shoulder of lamb, knuckle for roasting. That costs 71.5 pence at 54 pence a pound. Half a dozen sausages, they're pork, 10 sausages, 50.5 pence. Over here, down in the bottom of the bag, got just 2 more items. The Gold Blend coffee, £1.16 pence, that's for the 4-ounce jar. And finally, for the Pussycat, beef whiskers super meat, the small tin, 16.5 pence. Now, the total for that little lot, according to the till receipt, was £4.68 pence. Tony, are Tesco's the cheapest shop in the high street at the moment, or should they be?
Well, they should be, because they're ploughing back £17 million they're saving by not giving stamps, and so they must be able to give reductions, obviously. But how cheap they are, it's almost impossible to say. It depends what you buy, as these ladies discovered.
Now, you say they should be,
Yes.
but before people start writing in and phoning, which I hope they won't do,
Yes.
which they frequently do after our programmes, is that a nationwide thing, or will there be regional variations?
Oh, tremendously. In the north, for example, where you have the superstores, you have real cut-price shopping, you know, which is much better than the south, I would think. But you have to really look very hard before you make up your mind. It's very difficult to give a generalisation.
They've started appearing on top of traffic lights. They're the cameras which will police Sadiq Khan's controversial ULEZ extension. But at a junction in Abbey Wood in South London, 3 of the cameras have had their cables cut. a seemingly deliberate act combining vandalism and protest.
Sadiq Khan is not listening to anything that's gone on in the consultations. You know, the people of this area totally against it.
Transport for London is installing more than 2,500 cameras ahead of the extended ULEZ going live in August. The cameras alone are costing between £40 and £50 million. Transport for London has been concerned for some time that the new cameras might become a target. And this isn't the first attack on its newly installed equipment. A spokesperson for the Mayor said it is deeply disappointing to see opposition to a policy being used as an excuse for criminal damage. This petty vandalism of London's essential transport infrastructure is completely unacceptable.
I can understand people's frustrations, absolutely, because Sadiq Khan should not be doing this, and we all know that.
But the proposal has become politically explosive. Last week he was booed and shouted at in a public meeting when he said this to ULEZ opponents.
You're in coalition with COVID deniers. You're in coalition, you may not like it, you're in coalition with the far right.
Despite the protests and the vandalism, more than 600 of the new cameras have now been installed.
Cheese is the one food that actually contains narcotics.
I'm back in business. Streets will once again be mine.
One of the strangest and saddest phenomena of psychological life is that there are parents, too many parents, who end up, while sometimes only half realizing it, bullying their own children. Why do parents bully their children? In short, in order to try to feel better about themselves, because they suffer intensely in the very same area that they are choosing to bully their child in. Someone made them feel awful, and they surmise by twisted logic that they will feel better through the process of making their own child feel very bad indeed. They aren't doing it personally. The child is just collateral damage to a misguided project of healing and an attenuation of symptoms. It doesn't make any sense, of course, but it may actually work for the parent for a time. Let's imagine a parent who harbours a terrible fear of being stupid. Somewhere in their own past, they were belittled and made to feel hugely inadequate. Now, a child comes along, their own child, full of the normal hesitations and weaknesses of early infancy. Without really realising what they're up to, the parent grows inflamed and incensed by this child's apparent stupidity, and starts to mock and attack in another person what they fear and hate in themselves. It makes them feel a bit better. The child becomes a repository of all that they fail to tolerate in themselves. They, the child, are the dumb one, so they, the parent, don't have to be. They, the child, are the stupid and ugly one, so they, the parent, don't have to be. And therefore the parent is liberated to live more easily within itself. The bad is contained and localized. It can't be in them if it's all in little him or her. It can take bullied children a very long time to realize that they have even been bullied. They don't, after all, grow up thinking that someone else has actually made them feel stupid, or made them feel ugly, or made them feel soiled, let alone their own parent, whom they depend on and admire and long to be loved by. They simply think that they are stupid, ugly, and soiled. There is no call for an explanation or a cause. Yet, if we are those now grown-up bullied children, we don't need to wonder too much more about what might have happened to us. We simply need to take stock of how we feel about ourselves and guess that the terrible judgments and sensations that we have about ourselves did not arise spontaneously. The feelings we harbour of ourselves are legacies of real occurrences in the world. Someone who isn't necessarily owning up to it made us feel a certain way, and that is why now we are in such pain. Typically, those who've been bullied don't look backwards. Their illnesses point them relentlessly to the present and the future. The bullied anticipate terrible things happening to them that echo events that once happened to them, but that they don't remember in any way. They are causeless paranoiacs, self-haters, and warriors. Catastrophe is never far away. A person feels they're ugly because 2 decades ago a mother made them feel as such. A person feels they've done something very wrong because even further back someone did something very wrong to them. the fear contains the imprint of unconscious history. We overcome our bullying when we learn to discriminate between what actually belongs to us and what was placed in us, between who we are and what we've been told we are, between how our caregivers like to present themselves and what they've actually done. Our triggers and apprehensions lie along the fault lines of our early traumas, so they can guide us back to what we suffered through when we are ready to explore. We're on our way to overcoming bullying when we can say at last, I'm not ugly, I was made to feel unacceptable. I haven't done anything wrong, something wrong was done to me. And in general, I am not awful, something awful happened to me.
Where are the keys?
Oh my God.
Colin, where are the keys?
You doing, you you broken this, you get out of my sight.
No,
have you nicked?
Where
have you nicked anything? Have you stolen anything?
Stuff's gone.
Where's our stuff? Where's all our stuff? Come here, come here. Empty your pockets, empty your pockets. Empty your pockets. Come here.
Oh
Come
my
here.
God.
Empty your pockets.
No, where's our stuff?
I am recording them now.
Where's our stuff?
Have you bullet? What's still in there?
Everything, there's nothing there.
That's the trainer, man. Dad.
Oh my God.
Regarde.
And the laptop.
Oui.
Laptop's there.
They're not there, Colin. Get out.
Laptop there.
Custom.
Where's the stuff
Where's
that's gone?
All the wood's gone.
My heart's racing. This is like.
Did you video all?
Yes, I've recorded it all. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on.
Excusez-moi, qu'est-ce que c'est le téléphone pour la police?
Peut-être là, au service.
Some people would think if I ate these burgers, I would get fat. The issue here is food doesn't actually make you fat. And before I can discuss any further, the pickles can fuck off. You can eat any food. Just because it's a burger doesn't mean it's automatically going to turn into fat. Same with any food, whether it be sugar, carbohydrates, or a packet of fucking crisps. And I actually proved this when I went and ate McDonald's for 2 weeks and still lost fat at the end of it. You see, the issue is actually when you eat too much of it. When it comes to fat loss, the best way to measure how much is with calories. Eating too much applies to all foods, whether it's good, bad, healthy, or unhealthy. I could eat too many fucking salads and end up gaining weight because of it. So do me a favour and please include all foods guilt-free within your diet. And look, just before you fuck off, if you haven't already, make sure you drop me a follow. And remember, there is no such thing as good and bad food. Some just have more nutritional value than others, while some are more enjoyable. In a world full of miserable cunts, there's a place for both.
You are a cunt, a big fat stinking cunt. Say it ain't true, but I'm here to tell you, you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, a motherfucking cunt. Fuck you! Everybody knows from your head to toes, you're a big fat stinking cunt. I try to be real nice, say it twice, be real nice, even though it is hard to keep up this facade. And now I see, dearie me.
I don't know about you, but I love vegan food. This beautiful, majestic creature was 100% vegan and fed nothing but the best grain, grass, and corn, and it's absolutely delicious.
Trapped and apt to buy anything. I'm going to buy some strawberries, and I'm offering exactly the right amount of money here on the help desk. So you people, take that money, £1.90, and I will take my strawberries outside. If you want to call the police,
you can't take that. The police is on their way. You can't take that. Police is on their way. You can't take that.
I paid by legal tender.
No, don't break the door. Do not break the door. No, don't touch.
I paid by legal tender, and I am going out with my strawberries. And I'm going to eat them. I'm going to eat my strawberries. I paid by legal tender, in this dystopian place.
Okay.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Because you should be able to, spend your eye. One, yeah, go on. You should be able to spend whatever you want. This is an absolute joke.
You want one, mate?
Thank you.
Bick or beat? Trick or treat, he's got a speech impediment. Oh, and what have you come as? I'm a pirate. Pirate. Oh, and where are your buccaneers? My buccaneers are right here. Why don't you use your bucking eyes? Oh!
So, you got 1.5 litre, £2.50. There it is there, £2.50. You come over here, 2 litre for £2. It don't make sense.
It wasn't crazy what I'm about to say.
Go back home.
Oh, bro, can I borrow some deodorant?
Oh yeah, I got some in my bag, bro. Is Lynx Africa alright?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There you go. Never tried it, but I'll give it a go.
Whoa, what the?
Oh, that smells pretty good, my nigga. Is this Lynx Africa, my nigga?
Bruh.
Wakanda, my nigga.
Can you believe they're still together after all the shit they've been through? Who? Your butt cheeks.
Is it okay to be racist towards white people?
Oh, this subject. Now, who can predict what the next person is likely going to say?
I don't think you can be racist towards white people.
I'm fairly certain that didn't really even surprise anyone at this point. Much as I'm sure that that person's reasons for saying so won't shock anyone.
What do you mean by that? Racism was invented by white people?
That is truly one of my favorite responses when individuals are asked that question, because it makes me want to ask another question that I want everyone to think about for a moment. Does anyone believe that people treating each other differently or badly based on the color of their skin only came about after the idea of race was created? Because if so, I really have to wonder if those individuals know much about human history. Humans will always find a reason to treat others badly, and it usually is based on either their actions that are different from theirs, or based on their appearance, which is different from theirs. This is nothing new. White people didn't create racism. They gave it a name.
The United Kingdom is falling apart.
It's because of immigration. Send them back home and save England.
I am so upset that the things we did and the things we fought for and the boys that died for it, it's all gone down the drain. Our country's gone to hell in a handbasket. And that's not what our boys, that's not what they died for. It's just not it. I'm so sorry. I'll be all right.
Hey, Mom, what's the difference between a peeping Tom and a pickpocket? Well, one of them snatches your watch and the other one watches your snatch.
Oh my god, you guys are cleaning that.
Who remembers when Yorkie bars used to say, not for girls, and nobody gave a shit? 'Cause back then, people weren't wet wipes.
This time for Africa. Samina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sakalewa, anawa, ah, ah.
When you put your nuts inside this squirrel...
I beg your pardon, dirty, filthy beggars.
Britain's new two-way ultra-speed cameras are under attack in Cornwall.
These new infrared low-light technology cameras in Cornwall are being cut down or otherwise rendered non-functional by vandalism. A recent incident came after the announcement that 100 of these had been installed across Greater Manchester. And there has since been a split in the public as to whether they agree with the vandalisation or find it an act of entitlement. The main cause of this split in opinion is due to the location of these new cameras. The cameras that are being vandalised are those found in 30-mile-per-hour residential areas in which many of the local residents requested them in order to improve safety. For an idea on how effective these cameras are, one of the cameras that was installed to monitor a 30-mile-per-hour residential area within its first week of operation caught nearly 700 speeding drivers. But what do you think about the installation of these new cameras? And what are your opinions on the vandalisation of them? Do you think it's due to entitlement or do you think it's an act of protest? Leave a comment letting us know your thoughts and follow for more UK car news.
Did you know Santa never used to be red? In fact, Father Christmas in the old pagan traditions used to be dressed in green. It was only in 1931 where Coca-Cola wanted to advertise their drink with Father Christmas and change Santa Claus to the iconic red look of Coca-Cola that we all know today.
Only British people get this.
Right.
He's got some moves.
We can't fly, we are chickens.
Changed your mind, have you, dearie? Well, come on then. Plant a big one right on me kisser.
Hi up, what's going on here? Here comes the Ginger Ninja. Whoa, look out. Ginger just pushed him straight over. Here he comes, he's got his bomber jacket on. He's ready for trouble. I told you, I fucking told you. Look at him throwing hands. That boy's got to be at least 4 years older for him, and he's absolutely doing him. This boy's got fucking jelly in his belly, and he's dangerous. Now, I've got to admit, when I was growing up, I wasn't sure about Ginger. I didn't really want to be associated with it. But since I've grown up, I've come to accept it more. And I don't actually bear the Gingers any ill will at all now. What's this? This looks like Macaulay Culkin has been left home alone yet again. And wait, what's this? Neil from The Young Ones. This doesn't look like a Liverpool street kid. This looks more like a street worker. Now, what you're about to see is 3 of the most scarce-looking kids you've ever seen in your life. Look at the fucking state of them. This boy hasn't had a haircut for about 3 years and has got his fucking football boots around his shoulders. Straight out of Scouse Central Casting. He'd have the wheels off your car before you put the fucking brakes on.
Dad,
Yeah, Dad.
I see my mama.
Guys, I'm an 80s kid and we were told nearly every day that we were all going to get scorched to death because us bad humans were making a hole in the ozone layer, spraying all of our deodorants and all those kind of things into the atmosphere. And yeah, I'm still around, and so are many other people from that era. And the same thing's going on again here. You know, we're being told that the ice caps are melting. They're indoctrinating children to tell them that we're all gonna die and go underwater if we don't sort things out, and, you know, pay higher taxes and live in 15-minute cities and have social credit scores to protect the climate. And yet here we see the same exact sea level, 1898, 2022. It's a crock of crap.
Unless some drastic change happens, large parts of many of our cities will, by the beginning of the next century, be occupied by a population which has nothing in common with the people of this country. Now, I've defined the problem.
Yes.
I was born at a very young age.
Oh wow, what a coincidence. Me too. I'm the rest of the world.
For the moment, anything racist or even close to racism is said. Alright? Hang on, let me finish. For the moment, anything gets anything close to that, alright? People are going to start getting arrested. It's just a verbal warning to let you know we're all on the same.
Make a video where you give every single Bible verse that shows how bad and immoral the Christian God is. Alright, you asked for it. Judges 11, the God of the Bible accepts a virgin child sacrifice. Leviticus 25, God approves of slavery. Exodus 21, God approves of sex slavery. Numbers 31, God sanctions the rape and murder of the Midianites, which includes keeping the virgin daughters as sex slaves. Genesis 19, God destroys Sodom and Gomorrah via genocide. Deuteronomy 7, God approves of genocide. 2 Samuel 12, God murders an innocent baby boy by giving it a deadly disease. Exodus 21 and Leviticus 20, God sanctions the killing of children who strike or swear at their parents. Deuteronomy 22, God legalizes rape and sanctions death for adulterers. Deuteronomy 21, God legalizes the rape of female prisoners. Judges 5, God sanctions the rape and pillage of a nearby city. Deuteronomy 17, God sanctions the killing of anybody who disagrees with his priests or judges. Leviticus 20, God sanctions the killing of fortune tellers and psychics. Leviticus 21, God sanctions the killing of fornicators. Exodus 22, he sanctions the killing of infidels. 2 Chronicles 15, he sanctions the killing of atheists and agnostics. Zechariah 13, he sanctions the killing of all non-Jewish prophets. Deuteronomy 13, if you find anyone in a nearby city who tries to convince you of worshiping another god, you shall put to death the entire city. Deuteronomy 22, women who marry and are not virgins shall be put to death. Deuteronomy 13, if one of your family members tries to convert you to a new religion, you shall put your family member to death. Deuteronomy 17, kill pagans. Leviticus 24, kill blasphemers. Deuteronomy 18, kill anyone who gives a wrong prediction. Romans 1, kill anybody who is sexually promiscuous. Exodus 31, kill anyone who works on the Sabbath. 2 Kings, the sanction of killing children who insulted a bald prophet. 1 Samuel 6, God kills 50,000 people for looking into the Ark of the Covenant. Numbers 15, God sanctions killing a man who picked up a stick in the woods. Isaiah 14, God sanctions the killing of innocent children for the crimes that their parents committed. Hosea 9, God sanctions the killing of innocent children. Exodus 12, God kills the firstborn children in Egypt in the tens of thousands. Leviticus 26, God kills innocent children via wild animals. Ephesians 6:5 in the New Testament, God approves of slavery. Judges 21, God approves of rape, abduction, and murder of the nearby cities. I'm going to stop there, and that's just a quarter of the way through. And as you can see, if these rules were applied to the modern day world, everybody on the planet would be killed overnight.
This cruel and callous government is trying to mislead the British people.
Don't trust the Labour Party.
I'm just about to head out and I just don't know whether I should...
Unexpected item in bagging area.
lights. How bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's making me crazy. It's making me crazy.
Ha 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 ha!